want to respond because most of us don't know the history, but when I first came, well, very, very quickly, I used to do what's called street poetry, which is for 10 years of my life on the main street of the town. I used to give away, I'd work, do my money into poetry and give it away, okay? So that was really great until the train stopped coming early in the morning. I used to do it from 5:30 in the morning because, as you know, when you want evolution, you have to go to the urban proletariat, right? That's the working people on the way to work. So poetry was in every workplace all over Melbourne, but that was then. I come to this place in the middle of the desert, and I'd seen at the Melbourne Film Festival a film called Slacker. And I just intrigued because it seemed like Jean-Luc Godard, you know, like Breathless. And I thought, a film without plot, I'd like this. So I sat through it again. And then through chance I was touring, doing poetry with musicians around various places and end up here, and there wasn't any place weird enough for us to play. So we played in people's backyards, and I mean, so when we finally arrived here, there was 3 sources prior that I found. I found Resistencia for the revolutionary poets. I found Houston College for the poets who remembered the Harlem Renaissance, okay, who knew their history. And the third one was Chicago House. Chicago House was run by 2 women lovers, Peggy and Glenda, one of whom is alive now. And it was a work of art. People don't know, but this town has its own history. In the 1880s, O. Henry used to be in that building on Sunday afternoons and do salons and soirees of poetry and music, and on piano, the music of Gilbert and Sullivan. That's O. Henry, right? The writer you know for short stories and being in jail for embezzlement. Both of which are criminal culture. Here we go.
He was innocent.
He was innocent all the time. Every poet's innocent. We're not guilty. We're not guilty. Anyway, Chicago House was an example to all of us of what a poetry assembly point could be. And when it was closed, because they didn't have any money for the rent, even though we all worked for nothing, that was the birth of the Austin National Poetry Festival. We'd meet before the poetry and then do the poetry to consolidate the community of poets, right? So that happened. We had nothing. We had nothing at all, so we shared it all. And it was good. Can't live in the past. That happened. Joy was part of those seminal beginnings then in the early 90s, and then it's been going now for 21, 22 years. Still going well. Different, totally different, run by a board, but Chicago House, the space itself is wholly to the past, but is now a college bar. It's a sign of how this community has changed, evolved into, shall we say, consumer consciousness rather than creative consciousness. The thing I love about this town is this creative community. It's incredible what I call self-initiators. Like the people in this room, every person in this room I know through being in activity with them. You know, the Belton, the Temple poets with Barbara, the poets with yourself, Joy, the Austin Writers Roulette with Teresa, the incredible stuff Ben does, Hilke's radio show, her constant performances, her promotion of a whole culture completely foreign to most of us, and every person here puts their body on the line. So this is a love poem to all of you. Let's play.
Take it away.
Yes. Right. All of us have been taught to be obedient and be silent. We will never talk, that our tongues are on fire, that we have a life, that we have desire for better life, creative and flowing, and everybody says you can't be knowing that there are secrets and mysteries not privy to everybody, and we say everyone's a poet, everybody knows it. Deep inside the shells of their consciousness they let it flow when they really feel confident they know that maybe Ralph Hauser will have some stories to share. A Twitter library there, and welcome each other to the circle of sister brother, cause we know we're part of the village that glows when it says we are our own show. We don't need no laminates, don't need no tickets, that's an open door, this is open mic, this is open life. As long as we take our heart's flight, let it out tonight, maybe we will be the ones who can say, I am poetry.